Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to week 9 of living in my new house. These weeks are flying by. It's now 2 months today since I moved in. Crazy. So much has been done. So many good things have happened. So many big mistakes have happened as well. But yeah, we are on week 9. I am just making myself my second coffee of the day. I feel like it should be like my fourth because I am exhausted today. It's just been one of those mornings. I just got back from taking the dog for a walk, but before that I took the girls to school. We've got a massive issue with our school run at the moment. It is taking forever. They've closed one of the roads that takes us to the girls' school, and it's literally changed our school run from being 20 minutes to being like 50 minutes to an hour long. It's mad. They break up tomorrow for half term, and then after that they've only got half a term left at that school because we've made the decision that they're going to move school in September. They're going to go to the school close to me, which means that I can walk them to school every day and pick them up from school every day by walking. It's like a 10-minute walk. And honestly, I think that's just going to be so lovely. Like, I was a little bit hesitant on whether to move them, especially Olivia, as she is in year 5. So in September, she'll be in year 6. But I think it will be really good for her to make new friends in the area and also kind of better prepare her for high school. Because at the moment, sort of where she's at, the children, that they're all from like different places and they come into the city. So at least here, she's more likely to go with children from like her local school to like a local high school. So yeah, big changes are happening in September. And we're here for it. Olivia is really excited. So yeah, it is exciting. I just can't wait to be able to walk them to school. Like, I've always wanted to do that. So it's going to be really nice. Let me just press this button and turn this coffee machine on. Okay, I'm back. The coffee is made, the milk is frothed. So I'm not really sure how we got onto the topic of schools, but that's a little life update for you. I think what I was saying was that I really needed this coffee because the school run was so long this morning. It was just so long, honestly. We were trying to frantically get out of the door early to get there. We kind of got out 10 minutes earlier than we normally did, but it literally made no difference. They were still late for school again for the 4th time this week. So, quick sip of coffee. God, that was needed. Right. What has been happening this week? I feel like I left you guys all on a sort of, what would you call it? A cliffhanger with regards to sofa gate, as we're going to call it. The IKEA sofa and the trip to IKEA, it didn't go well. Honestly, truthfully, it actually felt like it was the most wasted journey of my life. It took 2 hours to get there, and then it took 2 hours to get home, just for me to kind of realise that that wasn't what I wanted. So currently the sofa is in my shed and it's waiting for the IKEA delivery team to come and collect it, which they're coming next week on Wednesday. But as you guys know, I'm not here. I'm on my Amazon trip on Monday to Wednesday. However, my mum is staying here with the dog, so she's going to deal with all of that, bless her. But yeah, it's just a bit of a scenario. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pop in a picture, because I did take a picture and a lot of you were asking to kind of like see the colour because you said it looked more cream than yellow. So I'm going to pop in a picture of what the covers looked like when I laid them on the sofa, just to give you an idea of why I disliked it so much. But anyway, that is that kind of situation done and dusted. That sofa's going back. However, naturally, I have still been thinking about what I want to do, because I do feel really terrible that there's a lady waiting for my sofa. And she has been so very understanding. And I'm just really grateful for that, because she's sort of like, we don't want to leave you and the kids without a sofa. So I appreciate that a lot. But yeah, I still do need to get rid of my sofa. So what I have been doing, and what you might have seen on my Instagram this week, is I've been playing around with AI and asking AI to kind of like create rooms in my home. And one of them I've asked it to do is the living room. I've also asked it to mess around with my bedroom. And then I did also do one the other day with my garden. And I had so many people message me when I shared this on Instagram saying, how do you do it? So I thought I'd give you a little kind of like idea, because obviously you guys have all suggested this to me as well. Like quite a few of you said, try using AI. But so many of us don't know how to use it. And actually it's such a genius tool when it comes to like designing spaces, especially if you get it right, because you can literally type in like the dimensions of the room and everything else. But I've just mainly been using it for colorings and styles that I wanted to try. So I thought we could have a little play around with that actually. I'm going to get my laptop out in a minute and we'll have a little look. But I'll insert some kind of clips of what I sent it and then what it created, just to give you an idea. I'll put them in now. And I just think it's so clever how it does it. And it really, you could pretty much get it to design your whole house for you. Yeah, amazing stuff. And one of them I did, I said, oh, I really like those bedside tables. Where are they from? And then it told me where they were from. And I was like, I love this so much. So yeah, we're going to have a little play around with that. Should we do that now? Let's do that now. Okay, so we're going to go into my bedroom and play around with the AI in here. Now, as you guys know, I'm not in love with the furniture in my bedroom, and I have come to the decision that I'm going to send it back. I've spoken with Dales and explained that I've like got rid of the boxes, and they've said as long as I wrap it up really, really well and put some cardboard around it, which I happen to have loads of because I have loads of moving boxes still in my shed, that will be okay. Also, the chest of drawers is going back because it's actually faulty. Let me show you. So I was sitting here the other day doing my makeup, and I noticed that here there's like this kind of like weird blemish, and if you like look closely, I don't know if you guys can see, but it's completely different to the rest of the chest of drawers, and it's like it's been damaged and then someone's fixed it. I basically have sort of said to them, you know, I'm not really happy with it. Like, this furniture was very expensive, and they have agreed that they will come and collect the furniture free of charge as long as I wrap it all up, and then they'll give me a full refund. So that is the decision that has been decided in here. I have also decided that the headboard needs to be higher. Like, I love the bed, I just want the headboard to be higher. So what I have done with that is I've got a upholsterer coming, a furniture maker coming tomorrow to discuss kind of changing the headboard. And he has said that he can make me a new headboard that will fit onto the bed base, which is brilliant. I really want the kind of like scalloped look. There's this gorgeous headboard by a company called By Lydia, and it's absolutely stunning. It's like loads of little scallops. I'll insert a picture. I am obsessed with it, like actually obsessed. And I know that that's what I want in my room now because I've got AI pictures to like do it all for me. So he's going to come and do that. I was going to just order the one from this By Lydia, and then I looked at the price. It was £1,400. £1,400 just for a headboard. I was like, no. And this guy has said that he's going to make me a headboard, put the fabric on that I choose, like whatever I decide, etc., for like under £300. So I'm like, let's do that. Let's give it a whirl. So I'm really excited, and hopefully I'll have more to share with you guys about that in the next video. I won't shove a camera in his face because that feels a bit unfair. So yeah, I can talk to you guys a bit more about that next time after he's been. But yeah, I'm going to make some changes. I've just decided that I don't love it. And someone did say, like, you know, you can make mistakes and that's okay. And so I'm accepting that. I'm like, I've made mistakes, and it's now, how am I going to rectify them? And this is kind of what I've decided. So the furniture's going back, we're getting a new headboard, and we're starting again. Yeah, these things happen, don't they, at the end of the day? And then I think once I feel a lot more settled with like my bedroom, and then hopefully also like getting the sofa in the living room, things can then start flowing a bit more. Like my brain has been whirring a little bit, but I am just very much taking it so slow now because I just don't want to have to make any more returns or make any more of these mistakes. So just to be completely transparent, there we go. That's the story. So what I have been asking AI to do is create images around the house. And one of them that I thought we could do together would be this space behind us. So in front of us, the chest of drawers area, which currently looks like this. And obviously they are going to be going. Now, I've had a bit of an idea and I'm not sure if it's going to work, but we're going to see what AI comes up with. But the idea is I'm thinking like a sort of wardrobe style, maybe not a wardrobe, but like a chest of drawers in the corner going up here. I was looking at the IKEA Pax wardrobe, and you can do it so it has just like shelving that comes all the way down. I could then have drawers, cupboard doors on the top bit and drawers on the bottom, and you can make them like completely bespoke. Like I've watched so many TikTok videos on this. And then the next thing next to it here, by putting all of like these bits of clothing that are in these drawers in one corner, it would mean that I can create a dressing table. I would honestly love a dressing table. And the unit for the IKEA is actually narrower. It's 35 centimeters, which comes to about here. So I'm going to gain so much space, which will then allow me to have sort of like a stool and stuff. I will insert some pictures of like what I've been looking at to kind of get this inspiration. And these images of what I'm going to put into ChatGPT to help me create that design. And I'm also going to give it the dimensions as well and tell it I'd like to use IKEA Pax and things like that. But I'll talk you through that properly when we actually do it. But the first step that I always find is really helpful is to literally get your phone out and just take a picture like so of the space that you have. And then that is what you're going to upload to ChatGPT with then the wording of like, create me a visual, use it for this space. This is what I would like to include. And then you can insert another picture of what you want to create. I would be using this. These are the dimensions. And then you can kind of see what it comes up with. And 9 times out of 10, it comes up with something pretty good. So it's a little bit later in the day. Please ignore the Hoover doing its thing in the background. I've just got home from the school run with the kids. So this is what I use to create my AI images. I'm using the ChatGPT app. And so I have a space in my bedroom that's 190 centimeters wide, and I would like to put some drawers and a dressing table in it, talking about this space right here. And so it kind of comes back to me and it gives me some steps on how to like determine what's going to fit in the space. I've then sent it a picture and I've said that the space looks like this at the moment. And it said, thanks for sharing the photo. That really helps. And then it describes what's in the picture and it gives me some ideas on how best I could improve the space. It gives me different layout options for what I've asked. So I've asked for drawers and a dressing table. It's then also given me some ideas on how I can use IKEA furniture. Maybe somewhere above here I said I was going to use some IKEA furniture. I'm not sure. Or it's just recommended using IKEA furniture, which is ideal. And then we're going to go further down and I've said, could you please create me a visual and use some of the furniture from IKEA to make it suit the brief? And it's come up with this, which is all well and good. But as you guys know, I need drawers either side. So I've then sent it some inspo. I had like a little inspo pic like this. And it's like, okay, we're looking for a built-in look with symmetrical storage towers and a central dressing table. Then it's given me some more ideas on what furniture I could use from IKEA. And it's asked me, would you like me to create a visual? I'm like, yes, please, because I always speak nicely to my ChatGPT. And it's come up with this. So I now have kind of like a full shopping list of what I would need to create this look and how the look would potentially be in this space. I've asked for it to be a bit more inbuilt because that's kind of what I would like, and it's come up with that. I'm not entirely sure if I love that wholeheartedly. I think it looks a bit granny, but it would definitely work. And then I've come up with the idea of what I wanted, and I've gone in a little bit more detail. I said, how about a Pax wardrobe on one side with drawers at the bottom and cupboard doors on the top, and then a dressing table to the left? I think I meant the right. And they've put, that's a smart idea. Using the Pax wardrobe on one side and a dressing table on the other can give a stylish semi-built-in look without needing full symmetry. It's come up with a layout plan with measurements. It's come up with what I would need in the Pax wardrobe frame section, what I could use as a dressing table, and then an arched mirror. And then it said, would you like me to create a visual? I said, yes, please. And this is what it has come up with. So imagine that flipped the other way around. Just there, right there. So this is such a great way to kind of bring your vision to life, like what you are looking to create. You just talk to it, you just ask it to create visuals, you upload photos of your space, give it sizes, dimensions, basically anything, and ChatGPT AI will literally bring your vision to life. And I think it does a really good job, to be honest, and I quite like that. I'm not going to lie, I think that looks pretty cool. So I hope that helps anyone who is wondering if they could use this and how they could use it, like if you're moving house or just if you have a new space. So yeah, now joined by the dog. But I better get back to the kids and I will pass you back to past me. Bye. So another big thing that I need to do here in my bedroom is I've decided that this light needs to be changed. What I've decided is I'm going to move the light from the living room and put it in here, and then move this one into the living room because I think this kind of like wood colour will work really, really well in the living room. So to give you an idea of what the one in the living room currently looks like, I think you guys all know anyway, it is this one here from Zara. I think that it's going to just look so much better in my bedroom, kind of with the colouring tones of it, because then the wood is going to work really nice in here and go with like all the other things, she says in theory. So we're going to do a little bit of electrical work. I will put in a disclaimer that I am not an electrician. I just know how to change lights. That's about it. So please do not try this at home if you have no experience. Also, always remember to turn off all of your electricity, like in the ceiling lights, so that you don't electrocute yourself. Just a disclaimer, because I don't want anyone to hurt themselves. But yeah, that's what I've decided. I'm gonna move the lights. I have bought a new one because I have two lights in my bedroom. I have the, like that little one there. So I've bought another one of the Zara lights to go here. And then I'm gonna put the one from the living room above my bed. And I think it'll look really, really cute and just start adding like a bit more kind of the feel that I want for my bedroom once we kind of get rid of the other bits that I don't like, which is pretty much everything other than my gorgeous new bedding, which I am utterly obsessed with. How beautiful is that? I'm going for a very like whimsical, feminine feel in here. I just love this new like valance that I've added underneath. I think it makes the bedroom look so romantic. And you know, the whole like theme of the moment is to romanticize your life. And that's what I feel like I really want to do in my bedroom. I just want it to feel so girly, so feminine, and yeah, just really lovely. So you can't really see the full vision yet, but yeah, we're going to have like a sort of scalloped style headboard going across the top, and then some kind of more feminine, dainty side tables. I actually saw some in IKEA. I will insert a picture. And they were £99, and I was like, they are actually perfect. But the only thing I didn't like was potentially the colour. So, cut a long story short, I had seen some on Neptune that I really liked, but they were £500 or £600 per side table. And I was just like, no. As we know, I changed my mind like the wind, so I'm not spending that on a side table. But then I thought, when I saw these IKEA units, was actually, they are very, very similar. And all I would need to do is paint it. So I'm going to do that. And it will ultimately mean that rather than a £600 side table, I will have a £100 side table that looks like a £600 side table. And we're going to call that a hack or a dupe when I get around to doing it. I just need to order them. But yeah, I thought they'll look really, really nice. I'm thinking like a sort of I'm thinking black, to be honest, or a very, very dark brown colour will look lovely with kind of the look that I'm trying to create. So let's start with the first job of changing these lights. I'm excited but nervous, but I think they will look really, really good once they are done. So I need to get my ladder out and my screwdriver and start doing it. These ones are relatively easy to take down because they are literally just attached to the original ceiling lights. They are just shades. So I can just screw them off. Super easy, she says. Come on. Step 1, the light is down. So what I've decided is that I'm going to put up the small light first before I take down the light in the living room, because if I'm honest, it was an absolute faff to put up, and I don't want to try this one, decide that I don't like that, and then have to put it back up in the living room, if that makes sense. So yeah, I'm gonna take this one out of the box, have a try and see what this one looks like first in the room. I don't want to put that on my bed. These lights though, like they're from Zara, they are absolutely stunning. Like Zara sometimes, I think they just, Zara Home it is, not the clothing bit. I think they just really smash it with their like interiors. They have so many beautiful things. And I don't think it would always necessarily be the first place that everyone would go, but they just have so many gorgeous bits. I am a little bit obsessed. Right. This is cute. Little baby version. Oh look. Isn't she cute? I think it's gonna look good. I think it's gonna look good. Right. It comes with everything, and like I love that the wires are already attached. Perfect. So I need to just work out the brackets and everything else. That's the hard bit. So we're on this side now. I'm just putting up the light, just finishing it off. It's actually a bit easier than I thought. I struggled for a minute and then it was okay. There's just so much wire. They are really, really long. And I'll be honest, it is times like this where I wish I had like a really handy boyfriend who's like in a trade. You know, like I'd love to have a boyfriend who is just like good at stuff. Like whether it's plumbing or electricals or building or something. A tradey boyfriend. That's what I need. But it's up. Maybe I don't need one because I can do it. But it's up. I think it looks so much better. Let me give you guys a better look. Okay, just look past all the mess. But that's the first one. And then that's the main one. Honestly, I think it looks so much better. It looks perfect in here. It's going with like all the ruffles of the bedding and stuff. Super happy with that. I did also give it a little clean because it was quite dusty. But love that. And I love that. They just don't feel as bold, I guess. Right, next job is to put the larger one of those up in the living room. I actually have some fittings from Dunelm that I'm going to use for that, so it's not a standard bulb. But yeah, who actually needs a boyfriend in the trade when you can do it yourself? And that is that one up in here. It's just a big change, isn't it? Like from having the white one. But trust the process. I actually think it looks so much better. Like it's just bringing in more of like that wood from the table. So kind of a bit of a plan rundown of what might happen in here. I'm not saying anything is set in stone, but like that wicker basket is definitely going to go. And eventually I will swap out these side tables. Like I'm going to save up to swap them out and get something a bit more neutral. And then the sofa, I have decided I think I'm going to go for a dark one rather than a white one, because when I got the white one, you would have seen the IKEA colour, it just really didn't work with the space. So I think I'm going to go for like a really dark kind of style sofa, and it will sort of add a different dimension to this room, and then brighten it up with like that cushion there as an example. But yeah, I think that looks great. I'm really happy with that, and I'm super happy with the ones here in my bedroom. I think they look so much better. I've just put the electrics back on and the light bulb does work. I just need to go get some more because they're twisty ones rather than bayonet ones. So I just need to get some more light bulbs, but that's a big job ticked off the list. Excuse my socks, just don't want to put my socks on the bed. But that's a big tick off the list for the day. So that's the lights sorted today. My next job is to finalise my outfits for this Amazon event next week. I also really want to clean my makeup brushes because I just think you can't beat having a fresh face. And I also want to sort of move my makeup into my new makeup bags that I shared with you last time. But I thought I'd just run you through quickly what I think I'm going to take on this Amazon trip. So they sent through like the itinerary and confirmed kind of that there's an outfit there's like a colour scheme that's happening, which threw me off slightly because I'm like, I don't know what to wear. Okay, but I think I have a few outfits. So we're there for 3 days. We're traveling the first day, getting there, and then there's something happening, and then in the evening there's going to be it's like a little party kind of thing, but it says come as your best self, and the color scheme for it is like going to be pinks, orange, yellow, coral, that kind of thing. So I have 2 options for this. Do I? I think I have 2. Hang on, right. So option number 1 is this little yellow set, which I did share with you when I did my video last time, and I actually managed to get the shorts in the right size. They were a size 10 before and they were far too big, and then I went to Tesco the other day and they had a size 6 and a size 8. The size 8 was still too big, so I went for the size 6, and then I have the top in a size 8, and that's really cute. And I thought I could wear that with some sandals, I think, because it's supposed to be quite warm, but then it's all supposed to be quite chilly in the evening, I think. So anyway, that's potentially for that evening. I also did do a little bit more damage on the Zara website, and I thought potentially for the first evening, this like skirt with the trim underneath, and then it's like a sort of lovely knitted, and it has a matching like bandeau. Now, I'm not very big chested, shall we say? So I wasn't quite sure about this one, but it did look nice on. It's sort of like, again, is it quite yellowy? It's quite yellowy cream. It's very nice. So that's another option for night 1. Daytime, I will probably share these with you when I get there, but daytime, day 2, I have got this gorgeous little like waistcoat knitty jacket with these like suns on, and then hang on, I've kind of paired them all together. I got these shorts from Zara as well, and they are so nice, like so nice. So that is day 2 during the day, and then I'm thinking in the evening. On for the big kind of like party night. I know it's not pink or orange, but we have the green outfit, which I loved so much. It has got that floaty skirt underneath like the other one from the white one. So yeah, I might wear that. However, I did see on the Zara website this morning that the creamy outfit that I just showed you, they now do that in pink. So I might order that and potentially wear that for the bigger kind of night with some heels rather than the green. We'll have to see. And then day 3 is kind of just a bit more of another day, and I think it finishes about 2 o'clock, and then our flight's in the evening. So I knew I wanted something kind of like casual but still summery, but still kind of like you could wear on the aeroplane. So I have this one, which I don't think I've showed with you again, but it's like a really beautiful pair of like white trousers that are like really floaty and lovely, with this gorgeous yellow knitted little cardigan, and then it has these starfish on it. Again, so lovely. So yeah, they are my outfits that I'm going to take with me. I also need to pack pajamas, so I need some sandals, pair of heels for the party night, and then I'm going to wear trainers, and I need to also pack some gym wear because they're doing like a gym thing. I think I might wear my like Adanola tennis dress, which I've worn in a video before. I think I might wear that. But on the plane, on the way there, I think I'm going to wear this, which I also ordered from Zara the other day, which is so nice. Like, I love this like detailing here. It's so nice on. It's like really flattering, and it has these matching trousers, which again are like really lovely, super comfy, and I thought they'd be perfect for the flight because we've got to get up at like 4 a.m. I think, and then get down to Stansted and then go on the plane, and we're not going to land in France until I want to say like 11. So yeah, I need to have something comfy, so I'm going to wear that and put like my suede jacket that I have, like a light cream colour, and I thought that'd be quite multifunctional for the evenings. Put my trainers with that, so I have my trainers, and then my Adanola dress. That's all my packing. Now I only have a carry-on case, like, you know, like a Ryanair sized large one that can go in the overhead cabins, and then a bag. And in that I've got to fit all my outfits, all my shoes, my makeup, skincare, and my cameras, chargers, you know, all of it. So I'm a bit like, oh gosh, there's a lot of stuff to fit in a case, but we will make it happen. So yeah, quick rundown on those outfits. I'm so excited for this event. Like, I'm really excited because it's going to be sunny and it's going to be hot, and I feel like I need the warmth. Like, I'm standing here, my fingers are actually cold, and it's sunny outside today, but I'm just so cold. I feel like I need the warmth to go into my body. The only thing naturally that I am a bit upset about is that it's half term that they've decided to do this. So that means that the children are off school. And normally I would plan so many lovely things to do with them, but I'm away for half of it. So they are being taken care of, like shared by their dad and my mum. Like, they're going to come here for half of the time and then spend some time with him as well. So that'll be nice for them. But yeah, I'm just going to really miss them. I always do. I always talk to you guys about how much I miss them when I go away from them. So as exciting as it is, it's always kind of like bittersweet, because it's like, oh, I miss my babies so much. But yeah, I've got them all now. I've literally had them since, like, I'm having them all week. I'm having them until Sunday. And we've got lots planned. We're going to go see Lilo and Stitch on Saturday, which I'm really excited about. Yeah, so it's just going to soak it up, try and do lots of really fun things with them over the next few days, and then I'll be off. It is only 2 nights, so it's not too bad, but yeah, gonna really miss them. Anyway, next job is to clean my makeup brushes. amaze anyone else just how much like grime comes off your makeup brushes? I used to be really terrible at cleaning my makeup brushes, like, because I think you're supposed to clean them once a month. And I used to be so bad at it. I would just leave them months and months and months. And I don't think I'm alone in that. But I'm now kind of a bit more conscious that I clean them more regularly, because I do find that over time my skin really does start to get bad. And I blame these entirely. So I'm going to just pop all these on here now. Like, you can see it a bit better now. Like, they literally like hang in there. Isn't that so cool? I will actually remember to link everything this week down below. I know I've been really terrible at that lately. It's just, life's been so busy, and trying to squeeze everything in and stuff is no excuse. There's no excuse, actually. I'm just making excuses. But yes, I will link everything today. I'll link all the makeup brush cleaners and the light fittings and anything else that I share. Actually, I have something to share with you because it has literally just turned up. In fact, I have a couple of things to share with you. One of which I am very excited because it's for my little doggy. Also cleaned my sponges. They don't look clean, but look how massive they are now. Right, that's all the brushes on there. I can't put the double-ended ones in, they don't fit. So I'm gonna just go hang this outside, and then I'll show you what's just arrived. So you might remember that last week I told you that Phoebe was being spayed this week, and that has now happened. It happened on Tuesday. Shout out to my girl Kelly, who told me about the RSPCA voucher. If anyone else is looking at getting their dog spayed, use the RSPCA voucher. It costs, I think, £150 instead of like £400 that I was quoted by the vet. So look into that, guys, because honestly, that's a big money saver. Anyway, so we did that at her usual vet's, and she went in and she was so happy. She loves the vet. And I was like, oh, she'll be fine. Then I got a phone call about 2 o'clock, here she comes, saying that Phoebe was ready to collect. Could I pick her up in an hour? I was like, absolutely. They were like, she's woken up from the anaesthetic. She's absolutely fine. She's been to the toilet. She's had something to eat. She's in really good spirits, etc., etc. So there's me going to the vets, and I'm thinking, oh yeah, like Phoebe's going to just be her usual self. I walk in and she is literally the saddest dog I've ever seen in my life. She was so sad. She was literally salivating, like just her mouth was closed, but it was just dribbling all the way out. She's back chasing the cat again. It was literally just like dribbling and dribbling and dribbling. And the nurse was just like, yeah, she has had a bit of a reaction to the anaesthetic. She's been sick a couple of times. We've given her an anti-sickness. That's why she's over salivating. It should all stop and settle down shortly. I was like, fine. That's not what they told me on the phone. They also said that she hadn't been to the toilet yet. She hadn't done a wee or been to the toilet at all. And all you could smell was like poo in the air, essentially. And I just felt so sad for her. So I like picked her up and put her on the vet's table because she was literally just like looking at me. And all I could smell was like dog poo really badly, or dog feces. And the vet was like, oh, she's actually pooed in her little like suit, because she was wearing like one of those like vest suits. And she'd pooed in it and they hadn't noticed. And I was just so sad for her. And she just was looking at me. The vet was great, or the nurse, she was great. She like cleaned it all up, and then she actually had to like shave around her bum to get rid of it and stuff. But yeah, I was traumatized and had like such horrendous mum guilt. I felt so bad. She is now a lot perkier today. You could hear her running around and stuff. She's in good spirits. She's absolutely fine. But in that moment, I was so sad. I carried her out of the vets and carried her to my car, and she just slept for the rest of the day. But she was just so not herself, and it was heartbreaking to see. And knowing that I did that to her hurt me even more. But I know it's for her best. But yeah, anyway, with the mum guilt, I then felt entitled to order her some really nice food. So I ordered her some food from Butternut Box. This is not an ad in any way, shape or form. I just thought I would give you guys some ideas, I guess, or just like introduce it to you if you haven't seen it before. Because what they also did when I signed up was, I think it happens with most things, like if you sign up to like HelloFresh, Gusto, whatever you sign up to, they give like a discount code to share to people for if you guys decide to sign up. And they gave me a massive 60%, which is huge. Like, so I was like, I'm going to share this with you guys because I know a lot of you are dog owners and you might want to try this. And honestly, I've got 2 weeks worth of food here, so 14 days, and it cost me £13, and I had 50% off because I used an influencer's code, and I was like, that's really good, like £13-14. I was like, that's amazing. And so when they gave me 60%, I was like, you guys will love that. So yeah, 60% off, and you get this like really lovely fresh food, and it's all catered for your dog's needs. You like fill out a little information thing and it tells you all about you tell them all about your dog, like how active they are, how old they are, what their breed is. And then they do like a food plan that's suitable for your dog, which I thought was amazing. So I decided that I like to mix Phoebe's food with some biscuits. I use the Lily's Kitchen biscuits only because I think that the biscuits are quite good for their teeth, is what I've heard, okay, and what I've read up on is that biscuits are really good for their teeth. But I wanted to introduce some meats kind of into her diet that isn't going to cost me a fortune and I know is really, really decent. So I ordered these. So I've got 14 lots of these. We've got beef, pork, chicken, what else we got? Ice packs, more pork, and turkey. And these are each measured out to be 1 day's worth of food. How handy, it's all frozen as well. So I'm going to pop a couple of these in the fridge, and then I feed Phoebe twice a day. So I'm going to cut it in half and do half in the morning when she has her breakfast in the morning, and then half in the evening when she has her evening meal with us. And then she'll be getting one of those a day. How great is that? So yeah, I will pop the link down below for you guys. Like I said, not an ad. It's just that if you guys use my code and get 60% off, it means that I would get 60% off on my next order. So, you know, I'm helping you and you're helping me. It's the way it kind of works. I hope you don't mind, and you don't have to shop it, obviously, but yeah. Worth a try, I thought. So we're going to see how that goes. And I'm going to pop some of those in the freezer now. I will also show you Phoebe because she does look very, very cute in her little onesie. Here is little Phoebe. Is Phoebe going to sit? You going to sit? Good girl. She's so much better today than she was yesterday and obviously the day that I picked her up. So happy. She's got this little recovery suit on that I got from Pets at Home, but they also sell them on Amazon and they all have really, really good reviews. You give me your paw. A good girl. She literally would just climb up and lay on me all day at the moment. She is just soaking up all the cuddles. She was just on the sofa. Because I'm over here, she's run over to me. Phoebe, can you get your toy? Can you get your toy? But yeah, you can see she's a happy little girl and she's doing really, really well. She has got her suit rolled up at the minute because she's just been outside for the toilet as well. Oh, you're growling. She's got her lovely toy. She's obsessed with that little toy. It's like a dog. Someone recommended like leaving toys out more freely for her so she doesn't eat cat poo or chew everything in sight. That's basically what I've been doing, and I picked her up that new toy from TK Maxx because it's like a little dog. She just loves it. It's so, so cute. So I've got one more thing to share with you guys in this video, as I've just received a huge, I say it's huge, but I've received a parcel from Dunelm. I've ordered some bits for my ensuite. And I've also got another thing that I got the other day from B&M, which I think you guys would like to see, I'm guessing. So I'll just pop you over here on this tripod. I've got my tripod out today, so I'm not hunched over to you guys. So yeah, this is from Dunelm. I ordered these the other day. I'm really excited by the prospect of this. I know it sounds ridiculous, but as you know, we've lived here for 9 weeks now and we still don't have toilet roll holders. So I ordered these ones. How pretty are they? I literally love how stunning they are. Now you might remember way back when I bought gold ones, and naturally I never put them up. And I'm kind of glad I didn't, because the more I've kind of like lived here, the more I'm like, actually, some things don't really matter if they're gold. You've got to like really love them. So I returned them to Next, and I got these instead, and I just thought they were so pretty. So I've got this one for my ensuite, and then this one for the downstairs toilet. I don't know what I'm going to do in the girls' bathroom yet, because their toilet's kind of like right in the middle of the room, and normally you'd like put them on a wall or something, and there just isn't a wall to put them on. So I might have to get one of those like freestanding style toilet holder things. I just haven't really decided on that. I haven't got that far yet. And then to match those, I bought these towel rails. Let's see if we can get one out. So I got the matching towel rail, which normally I would get a ring, is what I had at my old house. Ooh, the end's fallen off. No, I had a ring at my old house, and I was like, oh, let's go a little bit more bougie, shall we? And get an actual, like, holder. I think these need to, I think once obviously it's installed on the wall, it will stay in place. But how lovely is that? Aren't they just so nice? So I need to put them up. I don't have time to do that today. No, I don't. But yeah, I thought they were really, really nice. And then if I take you to my bathroom, I'll show you this thing I picked up at B&M. I went to B&M naturally to get one thing, and I walked out with 100 other things, which is always the case, isn't it? So yeah, in my ensuite, let's hide that toilet roll that's empty that I need to put in the recycling, and just spin you guys around. So first of all, I got a new like bath mat. How cute is that? Obsessed. It's from TK Maxx. And then I got this from B&M, which I thought was just so lovely for in the shower, because I had just had everything on the floor. By the way, if you ever need something to clean your bathroom, you need this, okay? This is like a shower spray. You use it after you've had a shower, you spray it all over the glass, and then you just rinse it off with water straight away. And honestly, it leaves everything like sparkling clean and leaves no lime scale or anything like that. I live in an area where the lime scale is horrendous, and I don't have any lime scale. So recommend this, 100%. You can pick it up in supermarkets, not like B&M and stuff like that. But yeah, love that. So yeah, I got this from B&M. It was £10, which I thought was great. And it literally just like has sticky pads that you push on like so. And then it just sits in the corner or wherever you want it. They had different shapes and stuff, but I really like that one. Thought it was great. And you can see my new towels as well. I got some new towels. So yeah, that's everything. So I do think that with all of that little kerfuffle there at the end, showing you some new bits and stuff, I am going to end this vlog. I really need to, I've got other bits that I need to do. I need to get ahead, ready for the weekend for the girls, and I've got to pack stuff, and I need to pop into the city, and I've got having my nails done tomorrow. Like, my next few days are just so busy with bits kind of getting ready, because obviously, you know, when you go away, I'm sure other mums and just generally people can relate to this, but in particularly like parents, when you go away and it's just you going away and you know other people are going to be like having the children and stuff, like it feels like there's just so much to do. Like just in general, keeping on top of stuff is hard work. But yeah, like I want my house to be nice for my mum as well. So I need to like clean that all up for her. I need to get on top of the washing. Like there's just so much that needs to be done over the next few days alongside just generally working and living. So yeah, so this is just a sort of short and sweet vlog, just one day, half a day really at home. But I hope you guys enjoyed like all that AI chat and enjoyed like you like my new lights as well. You'll have to let me know in the comments what you think. Also, in my next video I will be at the Amazon event. However, I think I might do a Q&A. So if you have any questions you would like to ask me, whether it be about me personally, whether it's about co-parenting, about being a single mum, whatever it might be, house stuff, dog stuff, like anything you guys think that I enjoy, like it could be about my fitness or like, you know, going to the gym, etc, etc. Just pop it down in the comments below. I did put a poll up on Instagram about this, and then silly me forgot to screenshot it all, so I actually don't have a clue what people were asking. But I would love to know what you guys would like to know. So yeah, pop a comment down below if you have a question you'd like to ask me, and in the next video, rather than it all being about the Amazon event, which none of you really want to see really that much, I'll do kind of like get ready with me questions and stuff. That's my plan anyway. So be prepared for that video. It'll be slightly different to our usual sporadic vlog of doing home stuff. Yeah, anyway, right, I better go. But it was lovely to speak to you all again, and I will see you next week. But until then, take care, and have a really, really lovely week. Enjoy the sunshine if it's out, and enjoy half term as well with your kids. And I will see you all next Sunday. So bye bye.